Hey. Long time, no anything, really. I could apologize, a million times. But right now, we're not here to do that. Right now, we're here to talk about, the new Destructo disc record, Bad Gravity. Now, if you have heard of Destructo disc, you may have heard of another album they did, Punk Rocks for Kids Who Can't Skate. However, it is technically not really a true album. It's a compilation of their first EP, Punk Rocks for Kids Who Can't Skate, and a couple of tracks recorded afterwards. Some recorded for split EPs, like the split with Les Beichers and X-Ray Cat. But yeah, here we are. Destructo Disc's debut album, Bad Gravity. There are a couple things on my chest that I need to get off first. One, the production on this album was handled by Will Beasley, who has produced for bands like Turnstile before. If you have heard of Turnstile, they're an amazing hardcore band. Put out a good album last year, Glow On, check it out. But Will Beasley's production is very different to Destructo Disc's last project, Thanks for the Cheddar Volume 1. That album was a lot more roomy sounding, kind of sounded like it was all recorded in the room, and it was very raw sounding, and I really, really enjoyed that. This one's more produced a bit, and at first I did not like that. I really wished I was like, oh man, yeah, these songs are good, but it does not have the roomy and raw production. However, over time, I have warmed up to this production, and now I kind of consider myself stupid for not liking it at first. But that's just a me thing. I have grown to love Will Beasley's production on this record, and I have grown to love this record. It took a bit of digesting at first, but yeah, this is a very confident album, and that makes them believe in this record, and that ends up making it a lot. It makes it sound as good as it possibly can. Some of these tracks have been around for about 7 years. There are songs that have been around, like Destructo Debt and Cruel Borders, which have been released back when they were doing split EPs, which, according to Destructo Disc, back in their early days, they did a lot of split EPs. And then there are also tracks like Breakfast in Space and Ode to the Goodest Boy, which have been around since the era of, or at least have been recorded since the Punk Rocks for Kids Who Can't Relate era. However, most of these songs have been given a new twist, a new coat of paint, and that's able to give it a fresh spin and keep you on your toes and keep you excited. You have some really solid singles here. Punk Rock Die, Adventures of Bad Gravity, You Don't Even Surf Here, probably one of my favorites on this record, as well as Moon Gloom. Also love the track. Black Smithers is a really, really solid track. I still prefer the Live at Beer version to this one. However, don't let that deter you, and don't let that make you think in any way, shape, or form that the Black Smithers album version is in any way bad. This is still a very solid song. It's just a matter of personal taste. In terms of things I don't like about this album, bit of a hot take, but I'm not really that big a fan of Pepperoni and Lopez. Not like I think it's done incompetently. I personally am just not a fan of it. And also the song "Cruel Borders." I don't like how they structured that on this album, and the horns on that track in particular don't fall in my ears in a very good way. However, the only other track to use horns, as far as I'm aware, the song "Destructo Debt," has that's able to fall in my ears a lot better, and I'm able to enjoy that one a lot more. But yeah, very, very solid first album from Destructo Disc. Produced very well, written very well by the very talented Gideon Kupka and Molly Gordon, as always. Great bass player, great backup vocalist, great lead vocalist as well on the final track here, Liminal Space, which is a pretty solid closer. If I had to pick favorite tracks on this album, gotta say, Love, Adventures to Bad Gravity, Love, You Don't Even Surf Here, and one track I've in particular really warmed up to is the track Moon Gloom. That one's a really solid track, but don't let that determine you. Outside of Pepperoni and Lopez, I feel like most of these songs really, really, really solid. You can look in the description for more track info if you want. But yeah, it really is awesome to see a band I love have this much confidence, have this much oomph and this much drive to make good music. And that's why on the Fenders of 5 scaling, where S is the best, and forget what I said in the last review, F is the worst, I feel as though Destructo Disc's Bad Gravity has earned an A. A very solid record, a very well-produced record, from a very, very great band. Hopefully, I'll be doing more reviews in the future, and hopefully, I'm able to turn you all on to this record and turn you all on to a band I really enjoy. So, until next time, whenever that may be, whether it be another 2 years, whether that be 2 weeks, whether it be 2 hours, whether it be 2 days, whether it be 2 minutes, whether it be 2 millennia. Take care. Love you. Wear your seatbelt and drive safe. And as always, the only way to have a better tomorrow is to look at yourself and become a better you.